28, Gareth Furlong, and number 29, Jack Hobker.
What's the issue? Dead.
No?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Surbiton Hockey Club this evening for this exciting fixture between Surbiton men's ones and Southgate men's ones. This will be the 22nd meeting of the two teams, the first match in 1992, approximately 32 years ago, which is before both of your commentary team were born. My name is Barney Christopher, and I'm joined today by George Horton. How are you, George?
I'm very well, thank you, Barney. After a good day's hockey, we're here for some more hockey. Last game of the day. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely, been a great day for the middle of the club and the Surbiton men's section at least, with 3 or 4 wins. Unexpected wins from the middle of the club, so let's see if the ones can replicate the middle of the club's performance. And we're underway with Southgate's pushback. Immediately dropped back for a big aerial in, and Southgate not given 5 yards away. So Surbiton's ball at the back. Surbiton working their way up the right-hand side here. Good pressure there from Southgate, setting up the press. A lot of the previous meetings between these two teams, Surbiton have come out on top. From the previous 21 fixtures, Surbiton have won 12. 5 been drawn and 4 have gone Southgate's way, with 66 goals to Surbiton.
Here we go early from
Great
Surbiton.
Attack there in the D. There's a bit of a kerfuffle, but it's gone to Surbiton's number 8, Nick Nurse, who big slap. I think that came off the post. Tim Nurse, sorry, my apologies, Tim Nurse. So a little confusion down the left-hand side. Surbiton have the ball near the baseline. Umpires just calling it back, having a little look at this. Lifted up and deflected deep into the back of the D, and a giant big swing there from Surbiton, but no connection, and bounces through. I think keeper's very fortunate that there wasn't a clean connection there from the captain, Dave Goodfield. The previous shot there, just news in, it wasn't the post after all, saved. Good save there from Southgate keeper Alan Dick. Hits him in the face and bounces off. So, as a goalkeeper, I can say any save matters if it's a part of your body, but it's always a bit scary when it hits you right in the face. Southgate here working up the left-hand side. Good pressure there from Surbiton. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. Very intense pressure there from Surbiton. 4 players around the ball carrier there, and then a strong break up the pitch. Looking like a good opportunity again for Surbiton, but just slips off the end of the stick to Southgate. Rolls up the pitch from Southgate for a Surbiton free hit. Excited today, George. I believe the last time we umpired together was the previous Surbiton-Southgate matchup in mid-February at Sugden Road here.
It absolutely was. It was the last time I was able to do this, and we're here again for another SHC on SHC hockey match.
Very exciting.
It's very exciting. It's a good, strong start from Surbiton as well. A lot of the pressure in the first couple of minutes coming all in Southgate's 25. And now a bit of patient build-up.
Surbiton there choosing the ball out. Good pressure there from Southgate. Good setup as well. Making sure that there's a wall of red players between the Surbiton player and their D. Great link-up play there outside the D. Excellent passing work.
It's a short corner.
Southgate, I think, looked like Southgate player picked it between his legs, but the umpire's seen it as a foot and given for the corner. There doesn't look like there's any discussion. So, incorrect decision there from the umpires. They reviewed it and given a bully off outside the D, I believe. Wait to see. Good umpiring there. They had a little chat over the radios together and decided that did in fact get it wrong instead of sticking with it. So bully off comes back Surbiton's way down the left-hand side. Great skills there from Dave Goodfield, the captain, inside to maintain possession, just pop it up. This is Tim Nurse down the outside of the D, looking for a drive in, and just too many Southgate players in the way. It's good defending here from Southgate as we start off. Surbiton with 1 or 2 shots, but all in all, great positioning there from Southgate, setting up to block Surbiton's strong attack.
Yeah, they're holding a deeper line, just sitting back, soaking up the pressure. It's just whether Surbiton can break through.
Oh, just bounced up there for Surbiton. Another big swing, missed no ding from Surbiton. I think that's 2 now in the first 5 minutes of this fixture. I think they need to capitalise on these bouncing balls in the D, because these Premier League players can put their stick through it. Hey, George?
Yeah, if we remember that from last time.
Good chance there from Southgate. Ball in a dangerous area in the D. Some complaints there from Southgate for a potential foul, but nothing that the umpire saw. So Surbiton maintain possession. Moving up down the right-hand side here with Gareth Furlong. He goes long up the pitch. Little push on the back there. Surbiton free hit for Alex Williams, who had the ball. Well played there, shielding the ball with his body.
Yeah, it was a good trap. He took it nicely. Just got a shoulder in the back and won the free hit. And it's gone off the back for a 16.
It's a very optimistic aerial there from Nick Park. I know
was.
Williams is tall, but he might need another 4 or 5 foot on him to get a stick on that. It's a good ball out the back there from Southgate. Attacking now with pace down the left-hand side, Will Calnan.
Oh,
shot off from
goal.
Will Calnan to the back post, and Southgate put it in. That's 1-0 Southgate in the first 5 minutes of this fixture.
Might be Matt Ramshaw, I'm not sure.
Southgate on the back post there, Matt Ramshaw.
So Southgate's Matt Ramshaw there, standing on the back post, deflecting that in. That was good clinical play there from Southgate. Excellent hit across goal from Will Calnan, keeping it low on the floor to the back post. It's a tricky skill to master, isn't it, George? Hitting that flat reverse stick across the D.
Yeah, absolutely. We've all had our fair share of miss hits when we're trying to take that on. But no, it was a very good break from Southgate. Great burst of pace down the line to then very nice flat ball along to the back post for a nice little tap in. Very well worked goal from Southgate.
Gittins there getting up into the D. Puts it onto a Surbiton, a Southgate foot, but has the decision given against him, I believe, for crossing. But I missed what the umpire's call was. Surbiton now, ball out to the right-hand side, driving down the ring. Little push there from Adam Buckle. Looks like the umpire's going into his pocket for a green card for Adam Buckle.
Just left his shoulder in there, didn't he? Just let him know he was there. Gave him a friendly tap.
Absolutely, and in a dangerous area like that. That's a good save there from Maz, but not clear of the D, into the danger zone. Southgate battling to maintain possession inside Surbiton's D, looking for a foot or a foul.
That was very good defensive work from Surbiton there, staying nice and low on the byline, making it really difficult for Southgate, and there just wasn't a way through for him.
Excellent, keeping a stick out the way. The last thing he needs is a little tap. There, aerial into a congested D, given Surbiton's way. The last fixture between Surbiton and Southgate, as we mentioned earlier, on the 10th of February this year. Surbiton won 4-0 with 3 goals coming from Stuart Walker and Luke Taylor. Southgate already 1-0 up in this game, so it looks like they've got a little bit more luck this time than they did back in February.
It's a stronger start from Southgate today. They seem to be breaking nicely, and there's a lot of pressure going up Surbiton's way.
Good ball in there from Southgate. Well worked off the baseline, picking the ball off Surbiton's possession, but couldn't find a red stick inside the D from that pass. Southgate still maintaining possession now. It's much less one-sided, as you just mentioned. Hey, George.
Yeah, absolutely. Southgate now having their turn, having had a goal, bit of confidence maybe got into their system, and they're putting a good amount of pressure on Surbiton now, coming forward again.
Another good chance here from Southgate. Yeah, I think that sums up Surbiton's defending. It's every time Southgate have a good break, there's at least 2 or 3 Surbiton players on his back. Ben Park there, just a little bit too slow to catch up. He's a very fast guy, but that searching through ball up the pitch.
Yeah, a little
just
bit
beat him
more
this
than he
time.
could chew.
Exactly.
It's a crash ball from Southgate. Now
Straight
time for Surbiton to play out if they take their time.
That was a lovely pick there from the Southgate player, just spooning it to his defender.
Taken down safely now by Southgate. Slippy pitch gets in the way though. And it's Surbiton's ball.
Surbiton just taking a little time now. They can feel the pressure, having a deeper back four with the Southgate press setting up in front of them. I think Surbiton will be glad for the first drinks break here with being able to change formation slightly. Look for some more attacks going into the D. It's a great chance there from Surbiton down the back line, but just couldn't make a connection on that final reverse stick pass. I'm sure if Southgate's Will Cownan's giving lessons, there'll be high attendance after this match. Big hit there from Southgate, all the way up into the D, but just couldn't find a red player who... it's a wet, water-based pitch. We've seen slides on here before, but it might just be a bit too early in the game, hey?
Absolutely. I saw it skipping along. A lot of pace hit on that. It kept it nice and flat, which is, again, not an easy skill to do on pitches like this.
Nick Park again running into the middle of the pitch off a Southgate grip. Looks like number 14 Southgate just took a touch into the D. Into their 25, so it'll be a Surbiton free hit from a dangerous area here.
Patient build-up, hopefully, from Surbiton. Just get a few passes together, see if they can open up that Southgate defence. Sitting really deep. There's six defenders maybe in the D currently.
I think so. Southgate have learned their lesson from the last time, and they're defending very well in this game. It's a slap from Surbiton's 28, Gareth Furlong. Just a little bit wide up the pitch. Rob Farrington for Surbiton looking to get a stick on it, but up at the right-hand side of the pitch. Time stop now, just to let the keeper put his kit back on. Great drive there from Will Cownan from Southgate. Little jab tackle there from David Goodfield. Excellent quality from Surbiton, who are now driving back up the pitch on the break in numbers. Yeah,
it was taken out really nicely from Sam Corney there. A nice bit of composure. Took out a couple of defenders. And then takes it down to the left-hand side where Surbiton still have the ball.
At this level, it really is a game of millimetres, isn't it, George? That slight jab tackle at full pace down the pitch is a difficult skill to master.
It's also a very dangerous one to try and master.
Yeah.
You see a lot of cards for those.
Surbiton now driving in from the left-hand side. Just stops to push it back there. David Goodfield on the ball, driving through contest. Gets the free hit just outside the 25. Ball Surbiton maintaining possession. A little bit 3D skill there, just cut out by Southgate, who now turn looking up the pitch. There's a lot of white shirts behind the ball here, so it's going to be difficult. But a great step and a great cut there from Gareth Furlong. Surbiton's 28. Rob Farrington with a dangerous ball into the D. Southgate mistrap.
What a strike.
Great hit.
What a goal.
Beat straight through the goalkeeper.
And same as last time.
Same as last time. We were talking about making contact with those bobbly balls, and Surbiton's Struan Walker smashes one home through the Southgate goalkeeper, levelling the score at 1-1 with 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Southgate now getting the ball up the left-hand side. Tim Nurse putting pressure on the ball. Just gets a touch off the sideline, so it'll be a Southgate free hit. Southgate's Douglas, number 21, on the ball, rotating round their back line. All the way up from the deep left-hand side to the right with pace. Dangerous ball into the D there. Finds a Surbiton stick. Dealt with very well from the defence there.
It was nicely worked by Southgate, coming right around, transferring it around the back quickly. Ooh. Yeah, making a good chance for the crash ball in, but didn't quite come off, and now it's Surbiton's turn to come back and answer.
Absolutely, aerial to aerial coming through here. Surbiton just receiving that free hit in the middle of the D, not for 5 yards, but tried the double aerial up and couldn't quite find a Surbiton player. Nice clinical there from Adam Buckle, just having the ball in, seeing the Southgate player running at him, just bouncing it onto his foot for the free hit to relieve a little bit of the pressure. That's a quality tackle there from Southgate's number 11 on Surbiton Tim Nurse, who was looking dangerous down the right-hand side, but well cut out to relieve pressure. Long aerial down the pitch, doesn't find a player, leaving it to Surbiton for 16.
There's been a lot of aerials so far today again, hasn't there? It seems to be a bit of a ploy for Southgate, trying to just get in behind maybe, find that space.
It seems like it. Surbiton's notorious for their high press and putting a lot of players up the pitch to try and get that early break just outside defending 25 yards. So it looks like the aerial's very effective tactic against that. Well defended there from Southgate, just popping the ball out towards the halfway line. Taken quickly from Williamson. It's down to Nick Park, who hits the ball hard into the D, but just a mistrap over to the far side for Surbiton. Underneath the keeper's pads, look like a bit of a melee in there. It's popped out to Surbiton, and umpire's given it Southgate's way. Time stopped here, I think, for a little bit of chat from Surbiton players. So discipline needed, I think, in the far D. We've got a lot of match left to play.
Yeah, there's been a lot of good tackles so far, though, Barney, hasn't there? I mean, some big challenges going in, players getting really low. You know, I like a nice low tackle as well. Just putting their body in the way, but most of all, importantly, putting a stick in the way of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Stick first at body second.
Yeah.
That's what we try to do. It's umpire at the other end having a couple of words with the forwards as well, who are very close together, running in partnership. Looks like there's only one way this ball's going, isn't it?
What do you think that might be?
Southgate's light transfer and then hard up the pitch. Cut out the middle of the pitch entirely if possible. I think that's what Southgate are looking to do to avoid the Surbiton midfield. First step of that is a good trap by the defence, so Southgate just bobbles off the side. Surbiton now moving in strong here with a bit of good skill from Surbiton's Lewis Gittins. Turnover there, edge of the D from Surbiton. Southgate now up the left-hand side. Pressure on the ball. It's a great tackle there from Williamson, putting pressure. Tim Nurse and Gittins as well. Above the ball, it's going to be taken back towards the halfway line for a free hit.
And there it is again, the aerial trying to find that space, but Surbiton cut it out nicely.
The ball just brought back. Surbiton on the break, but David Goodfield just a bit too quick, taking it from the wrong place.
Green card.
Green card for Surbiton, number 19, David Goodfield.
That's a green card there for Surbiton's David Goodfield. Not 100% sure what that was given for, George.
I couldn't tell you, I'm afraid. I missed as well.
That's a good ball in there. Just a little touch there from Lewis Gittins trying to put it onto a Surbiton stick in the D, but no white shirts there to receive it. So Southgate have the ball deep in their own corner. Again, 5 Surbiton players around the ball within about 6 foot of them, keeping the pressure on to try and get that turnover in a very dangerous area. It's the green card there for Southgate's Matt Ramshaw, not Surbiton's Dave Goodfield. That whistle brings the first quarter of this game to an end. The score is level between Surbiton and Southgate, and we'll be back shortly.
1 second, 1 degree, 1 fraction. 1, a number that seems so small, even insignificant to some. But for us, it's the crazy pursuit of 1 that drives us on. And for you, it can be the difference between 1 won or 1 lost. So it's never only 1, as it could be the 1. Like the 1 degree of elevation that enhances your performance. Or the 0.001 COR that creates the impact in your game. 0.1 millimeter of thickness to produce the furthest distance. Or the adjustment of 1 millimeter to create a second skin feeling. The 1 gram that took hundreds of tests and our most tenacious minds. So if it seems crazy to care so much about 1, well, then we're the crazy ones. Crazy love. Reach beyond. Mizuno.
The score's level at 1-1 with Southgate scoring first and Surbiton equalising. Seen plenty of aerials there and dropping in top D. Poor touch there from Surbiton's number 28, Gareth Furlong, off the baseline. So it's a Southgate long corner straight from the off here. What do you think about the first quarter, George?
I thought it was really good. A nice even matchup, a bit different to what we had back in February. Southgate have definitely learned from when they were here last time, and they're putting a really good amount of pressure.
Seems Southgate's player coach, Quan Brown, who's chucking the aerials at the back, number 7, has made some tactical changes to Southgate's performance today. Looks very effective already, the score being 1-1, previous score being 4-0 to Surbiton. Looks like this is more of a contested fixture. It's a good ball out to the left there from Southgate, but just off the stick of Southgate's Sofat, number 14.
Yeah, it was just out of reach for him.
Southgate backing off now, giving Surbiton a bit of time to play. I think trying to defend with 11 here, looking for, obviously, the return aerial from Surbiton.
Oh, a very good tackle from Buckle there, and an unfair challenge from Southgate, and we're going to see another card.
That'll be number 14, Karen Sofat, green card there for a bit of a rough tackle. Surbiton that ball into the D, sliding. Surbiton's number 13, Stuart Walker, just can't quite get it into the D, I think. A good touch could have led to a shot there, but just a little bit messy from Surbiton. Could use a little bit to be a bit more clinical in the D.
Yeah, absolutely.
This long ball down the pitch. It looked dangerous for a second, didn't it, George? But on the end of a Surbiton stick now, working its way out from the back.
Yeah, and Southgate are boxing them in just like Surbiton did at the end of that first quarter. A fantastic skill coming out the corner there. And released it to Rob Farrington.
Rob Farrington with the ball out to the left. David Goodfield putting it straight across the D to the far hand side. Good touch there from Southgate. Doesn't get it clear.
We haven't really seen any outcomes yet, have we, Barney, from either team yet?
No. And what do we love to say, George?
Outcomes, outcomes, outcomes. We're yet to see a short corner. Hopefully, moving into this, the second quarter and the rest of the game, we can start actually maybe getting one on the odd foot. Stick tackle, just a bit more pressure, maybe.
I think we've seen it from the last couple of Surbiton men's fixtures. The short corner conversion is outstanding. So they're going to be looking to win some if they can't get the clear shot on goal in the D. Again, just a little bit scrappy there from Surbiton, driving into the D, looking for other sticks, but just rolling off the baseline. I think just getting it to another player's stick for a shot on goal or a short corner. The top 3 most important things to happen inside the opponent's D. Outcomes, outcomes, outcomes. That's a quality ball down the line there from Southgate. Will Cownan on the ball. Just a little push on the back. Couldn't stay on his feet. Taken very quickly there from Southgate.
Oh.
Crunch from Adam Buckle there. Just misses the ball, giving away a stick tackle on the edge of the Surbiton D.
Yeah, he's already had a card, Adam Buckle, and he was leaving his shoulder in again there, so he just needs to be a bit careful, I think, as Southgate go back to 11 players.
Good, well-worked play there from Southgate. Good shot on goal there. Linked up passing into the D. Just didn't quite have the power to beat James Mazzarello in the Surbiton net.
No, it's a fantastic skill where you sort of palm it off on that one touch, just slide it around the corner. But like you say, it's very difficult to get the power on it, which is just what Southgate were missing there.
Good quick start there down the sideline. David Goodfield, Surbiton captain, just getting a little touch on the Southgate player before he goes down. Words being exchanged now, as I don't think Gooders thought there was any touch at all.
No, he definitely didn't agree with that decision, did he?
Will Cannon taken early, just finds Surbiton stick, but Southgate stay in possession. Southgate here taking a time to reset for a routine from outside the D clearly. Just off a Surbiton stick, bounces off to the sideline. Southgate free hit from another dangerous area. Southgate looking strong here.
Yeah, they're looking really good. A lot of built-up pressure as they fire another ball into the D. And Surbiton are able to take it out and away on the break here with Park. To the other Park. And a fantastic ball through. And a great save. Well smothered by the Southgate keeper.
Yeah, well covered there from Alan Dick. Coming out early, obviously big ball straight through the Southgate defence. Dick coming out to smother it in dangerous area. So I'm just taking a second now. I think umpire having a conversation with Quan Brown about where that free hit's going to get taken from. Searching ball down the middle of the pitch. Almost a great touch there from Southgate player. Bobbling ball on the move at high speed. Just off the sideline for Surbiton's number 11 take early.
It's a fantastic tackle from Southgate, but ruled against. Yeah, I'm not sure they agree with that one
either. Not quite sure what that was given for. No, it was a fantastic run up the pitch and a lovely tackle just to drop it back. David Goodfield here on the ball. Puts the ball back to Gareth Furlong. He's looking a little pensive on the ball. Drives towards the Southgate D down the middle of the pitch. James Buckle just unable to get anything clean out there, but they get the free hit just on the 25-yard line. Inside, so the ball can't be hit straight into the D. Good bit of skill there from David Goodfield, but unfortunately the pass just a little bit loose on the other side of the Surbiton player off the sideline for Quan Brown to take in the same position as a couple of minutes ago. Great pace there again from Will Cownan. It's been very dangerous this game. Driving fishhook run into the D, pops it back just through all of the Southgate attackers to Surbiton now to break strong up the middle of the pitch.
Now let's see whether Surbiton can get an outcome here. Maybe not. Just once again, that last pass just leaving them, just missing out on the forwards up there.
So Stuart Rushmere just having the ball there, potentially to get it to Williams, but just off the baseline. To be a bit more clinical here if they're going to adhere to Barney and George's rule of outcomes, outcomes, outcomes.
Absolutely. The Surbiton's conversion rate on short corners, like you said, is outstanding, so looks like I need to go get some outcomes to be able to get some. Oh, great pick from that ball fired in high.
Great pick there, dangerous and cooled, but nonetheless, they're coming in hot.
And high.
It's a little bit counterintuitive, isn't it, George, when you're attacking a D and you don't have much luck The way to do it is to slow down a bit and to be a bit less urgent. But obviously, as you get more and more frustrated on the pitch, you just want to go faster and harder each time.
Absolutely. Just slow the feet down and just take your time. You're absolutely correct, Barney. It's the best way to go.
I think that's what Surbiton could use here. Just keeping the ball in the middle of the pitch, a couple of high transfers, and just letting their forwards do the work and get into space.
Our coaching expertise really might come into effect, I think.
I'm not sure the under-7s I used to coach have quite made it into the ones yet, but give me another 5-10 years, and I'm sure they'll be here. Excellent ball straight into the D there. Just popped up off, looks like a Surbiton stick, dangerous around the P spot, so ball turned over. Again, great pass in, just missing that final touch and control just to stop the ball in the D and get it to another Surbiton stick.
There you go. Southgate seem to be keeping it on the floor a little bit more now, transferring it around the back, trying to work their way out rather than just launching the big aerial.
Absolutely. Stick-to-stick passing is the best way to maintain possession. Balls get called back there, just rolling when Southgate hit it. Quan Brown again on the ball at the back. Transfers it around. Just a mistrap there from Southgate, but Southgate right back works hard to get it back and maintain possession.
Yeah, it wasn't a nice pass from Quan Brown, was it? If I was his centre-back partner, I would not be best pleased receiving one like that. But no, Southgate recovered, and now Surbiton turn over the ball again, coming down the left-hand side.
It's an excellent pick there on the left-hand side from Luke Taylor. Lewis Gittins with great skill, pushing the ball in, but again, just comes off the edge of a Southgate stick. Take it away from Surbiton there.
Absolutely, it was well cut out by Southgate there.
Surbiton maintaining possession, just being nice and slow here on the edge of their 25, looking for the spaces to open up. Tries to push it through Quan Brown, who puts a great block in, I think, just off his foot. So a Surbiton free hit on the dotted 5-yard line outside the left side of the D.
It could have been any one of the 3 Southgate players that were all standing directly between the Surbiton player and the D. That really making it very cramped for Surbiton, really struggling to find any sort of gaps on the way through. Unless you dribble through them all and take it, fantastically saved by the keeper. And
oh, very questionable decision there. A fantastic run there from Surbiton. Puts it onto the pads. Lifted straight up into the D into 4 players. But ball's given Southgate's way. Southgate throwing the ball up the pitch. Can't find another stick. So turnover possession for Surbiton to start again in their 25.
Yeah, I have to say, I thought that came up off the keeper there, Barney. And I was going to say, we nearly got what we wished for in our outcomes. But fortunately, the umpires didn't see it that way.
I'd be very pleased with that decision if I was in goal for Southgate today. Or tried a big hit there from Surbiton, the left back. Just topped the ball, bounced into the middle. Southgate now looking dangerous. Will Cownan, again, seems to be the all-star of this first half for me, I think.
Absolutely. He's made a few fantastic runs straight at the Surbiton defence. And, well, they've got what we've been asking for. Outcomes. Outcomes
for Southgate. Cownan there just dribbling in. Great bit of skill there just to turn the stick over and just bobble it over the Surbiton stick into his shin pad. First corner of the game coming up here for Southgate. 5 minutes left in this half. Let's see if they can bring their scoreline up to 2 before this first half comes to a close.
Now, first shot corner of the game, like you said, Barney. Do you think they're just going to go with a straight flick, or do you think they're going to work some sort of routine?
I think the straight flick's the classic, isn't it? You get to evaluate the defence about how they position and move, and then that will open up the options for later on in the game. Obviously, with short corners, this could be a mind game. They could go for the slip.
Absolutely.
Assuming everybody's going to think they go for a straight flick. But I think with Southgate's clinical short corner routines, I think there's only one place this is going, and that's top D for a drag.
Just a small delay for the Surbiton players to get set in the goal.
Mistrap there, top right-hand side of the D. Come back in for a reverse stick strike above the backboard, but an unbelievable save there from Mazzarello. Stick save off the right-hand side.
Yeah, that was the first shot there was hit by the Southgate player, and it was saved high by Mazzarello, which you'd have thought would have been given Surbiton's way, being the first shot of the short corner. But
I agree. Yeah, not quite sure if they were looking for a deflection there or what the umpire was seeing that we didn't.
yeah,
But Surbiton here with the ball. Excellent save nonetheless from James Mazzarello in goal for Surbiton, keeping the score level at 1-1.
it's a fantastic
Strong
turnover
pressure.
from Southgate, and a very good challenge in the end by the Surbiton.
That was a well set up press in great form there, cutting out the ball in a very dangerous area. And Southgate again, outcomes in the Surbiton D, just popping it onto a Surbiton foot for the second short corner of the game. 3 minutes left now in this half.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of Southgate so far this second quarter, hasn't it, Barney? Surbiton have been just sort of soaking it up, really, struggling to play their way out from the back.
It's been a lot of Southgate. I think they've made an excellent game plan against the Surbiton ones for this game, and they're executing it very well.
Yeah, absolutely. So far, they're really sticking to their guns and giving Surbiton a really tough game so far.
Right, your turn this time round, George. This is going to be another straight flick. Obviously, didn't have a chance of the last one from the mistrap on the far castle, but go again or variation?
It's going to be a flick. For me, with a mistrap, you've got to have one go at just trying to the keeper. We all know how cool Mazzarello is in goal as well. He's a big man to try and beat.
I think looking at that stick save from the last one, they might not be going to keepers right again.
It's
Well
a
played
well
there.
run out by Surbiton.
Yeah, excellent one runner. Just taking a touch on a flat reverse stick there, just to bounce it past the near side post. Southgate moving well. Quality spin there from Will Cownan. Pops it into Surbiton. It's off a Surbiton foot on the dotted 5-yard line.
There is a piece of equipment just sitting in the D there that Surbiton need to move out. Mazzarello's on the case. Third time
time's the charm. It's not round, it's not hockey ball, so it's hard to hit. So well defended nonetheless there. Two dangerous corners from Southgate, no goals. 2 minutes to go in this first half of this fixture. Ball getting thrown down to Southgate's end, and Surbiton now setting up the press to try and keep the ball up there. There's a big bench swap there from both teams, seeing 3 or 4 players coming on just for the last 2 minutes of this game with a big push. Try and move the scoreline from 1-1.
It's a fantastic tackle by Quan Brown on the edge of the D there. Nick Park was looking to go round the byline, but Quan Brown said no.
Quan Brown says no. It's very hard to argue, isn't it? Quality hockey player, head coach Southgate, as well as their centre-back, number 7. Good skill there from Southgate, just putting it onto Tim Nurse's stick to lift up into his body, so free hit in a dangerous area here. Probably only about 1 minute to go, so not a lot of hockey left to capitalise on. Big hit there at Nick Park, who jumped in the way, but off his leg. Questionable height, that one, George?
Yeah, I don't know, Barney. I didn't really. It was quite difficult to see whether it's high or not. But the umpires conferred again, came to the decision it was Southgate's ball as they try and crash it in again.
Good hard drag there, but Tim Nurse again in the way with a good pick on the edge of the D. Aerials it up the pitch just to relieve pressure. Southgate opt to keep it on, just walk it back up the pitch.
Yeah, a bit of a loose pass there to Quan Brown as Southgate break forward with a few bobbling balls down through the middle. Tim Nurse is able to regain, and hopefully in the last 30 seconds here, so to get a chance for one last break. Not quite.
And that's it, looking dangerous into the left-hand side of the D, Surbiton. The score remains 1-1 in the first half of this fixture. We'll be back again soon.
One second, 1 degree, 1 fraction. 1, a number that seems so small, even insignificant to some. But for us, it's the crazy pursuit of 1 that drives us on. And for you, it can be the difference between 1-1 or 1 lost. So it's never only 1, as it could be the 1. Like the 1 degree of elevation that enhances your performance. Or the 0.001 COR that creates the impact in your game. 0.1 millimeter of thickness to produce the furthest distance. Or the adjustment of 1 millimeter to create a second skin feeling. The 1 gram that took hundreds of tests and our most tenacious minds. So if it seems crazy to care so much about 1, well, then we're the crazy ones. Crazy love. Reach beyond. Mizuno. 1 second, 1 degree, 1 fraction. 1, a number that seems so small, even insignificant to some. But for us, it's the crazy pursuit of 1 that drives us on. And for you, it can be the difference between 1 won or 1 lost. So it's never only 1, as it could be the 1. Like the 1 degree of elevation that enhances your performance. Or the 0.001 CO.
Welcome back to the second half of this exciting fixture between Surbiton men's ones and Southgate men's ones. Surbiton out early, looking ready and raring to go. Southgate with just an additional time to do some coaching. Obviously, the first fixture we had, Surbiton won 4-0 back in February. Southgate looking much stronger today with some dangerous chances on goal, going 1-0 up in the first half. And Will Cownan putting some excellent attempts, assisting that first goal and looking dangerous running into the Surbiton D. And we're underway here with the Surbiton pushback. George, what do you expect to see from the second half of hockey?
Well, I think we're going to see a lot of the same from Southgate. They've really learnt from when they were here last time. They've made it much more of a competition for sure. It looked a bit comfortable for Surbiton last time, but I have to say they're not quite looking as dangerous as they have been. They're just missing that final ball as they come into this dangerous area once again.
Oh, it's a great aerial there, all the way into danger zone to Stuart Walker there. Surbiton get a free hit just on the dotted 5-yard line for a little stick tackle there. Oh, taken early, great routine there from Surbiton, popping the ball in onto a Southgate foot.
And there we go, we have it. First short corner for Surbiton.
Excellent outcome there from Surbiton there. Dangerous play, popped it in. Umpire did play some advantage, but no clear shot on goal, so brought back for Surbiton's first short corner of this match in the second half. So, Surbiton here, you think they're going to follow the same line here with a straight drag flick? Maybe Luke Taylor stepping up?
Yeah, well, it'll have to be somebody else. It's normally Sam Creed that takes the flicks, doesn't he? But he's not playing today, unfortunately.
Yeah, the power of Brendan Creed is missing from the squad.
Yeah, I think we've got to follow the same option you always go with for the first short corner of the game. Straight flick, unless, like we've spoken about before, any variations, maybe slip it left to Gittins?
Well, it looks like we're going to do 2 castles here with Luke Taylor and Stuart Walker at the top lining up, looking ready to go. Gittins there for a possible left slip slap to the back post. That seems like a classic short corner routine here.
Yeah, I think we'll find that Stuart Walker will be on the end of this one, though.
First castle, Luke Taylor, bottom right for the keeper. Great glove save there from Alan Dick for Southgate in goal. Couple of claims from all players there, about a foot. I think it was a Southgate hand, just well cleared out to the sideline there. Surbiton again looking dangerous. Lifted ball into the D, I think. Just a bit on the dangerous side, edging up towards knee height. Surbiton, neither team, we have 4 corners in this game, neither team being able to capitalise from a short corner here. Southgate here, Gill down the right-hand side, little touch there from Surbiton player, just bobbles it down the pitch to allow Surbiton to take the ball. Great tackle there from Southgate, number 18.
It's a great chance here for Southgate.
Dangerous
Taken away
running into the
nicely by Buckle.
Yeah, very well done from Buckle there. Calm under pressure, dribbling to the baseline.
Just not taking the free hit from where he was supposed to. Took it way too centrally. Umpires asked him to just take it out. Right.
So Southgate's number 22 on the ball. Just taking his time, looking for that open pass. Plays it through another player all the way to the left-hand side. Southgate just a little bit too far away from their stick there, just missing that last touch control that we're talking about in and around the D. Big hit there from Southgate, doesn't quite find another stick, but free hit given just outside the dotted 5-yard line here for Southgate. Bit of good skill there from Southgate, dribbling into pressure and then putting it onto a foot, taken early with free hit into the far corner of Surbiton's D. Good 3D skill there from Southgate. Maintain possession, shot on goal. Hits the big left glove of James Mazzarello moving across the D. Another great save from Surbiton's Mazzarello.
Yeah, Surbiton sitting back, soaking up a lot of pressure. Southgate are really putting them on them today, coming at them with a lot more composure than they were last time, back in February.
Big aerial deep into Surbiton's D, but straight onto the head of Surbiton's number 37. Drive down the left-hand sideline. Surbiton gain the free hit. Surbiton's Nick Park on the ball, chooses to rotate round. Just hold a bit of the pressure off at the moment. I think they could use a bit of breathing room here, Surbiton, just to sit back and reset.
Yeah, they're trying to work it on the left side here, taking their time. We've got Tim Nurse right in front of us and just loses possession there. A fantastic jab tackle by Taylor.
Excellent jab tackle there. Not quite sure what the foul was. I was appreciating Taylor's jab tackle for a bit too long. Southgate player calling for the aerial ball, and Surbiton's Adam Buckle just running within 5 yards of it. So it's a free hit now in another dangerous area by Southgate's number 19. Southgate looking to spin the ball in, just held the ball up, and I think a nibble off the stick for a Surbiton player leads to a free hit short corner for Southgate. This will be their third short corner of the game. It's currently 0 from 2 here for Southgate, so let's see if they go for a straight flick or a variation to try and up the scoreline.
I'm banking on a variation this time, Barney.
Variation this time. They tried the flick, one mistrap, one great save flick.
I'll be honest, I haven't actually been paying attention too much to where the runner's been going, so I couldn't tell you which way they might be trying to slip this.
Well, second short corner was very well cut down by the Surbiton one runner, so this might be another mix-up here just to try and keep Surbiton's defence on their toes. I think maybe a bounce out, bounce in for a little flick inside the D.
Oh, a little 1-2.
A little 1-2, I think that's my bet here, just to get around that very fast and effective one runner and leave a bit more of a chance against Surbiton's excellent goalkeeper, James Mazzarello. Ball's out to the near castle here. That's a straight flick. Easy save there by Maz with a strong left-hand palm out to the sideline.
Yeah, very comfortably dealt with. Just pushed it away nicely.
Southgate here with another free hit. Less dangerous area than a short corner, but they're still looking very potent. It's a very fast ball into the D. Finds a baseline for Surbiton for a Southgate stick. Puts it in strong, but well defended there from Surbiton. Under pressure in their own D here. Quality tackle there from Surbiton right back. Driving up the pitch, Stuart Walker just gains the foul as both teams move up ahead of the ball to take a bit of time, spread out the play and relieve the pressure out of the Surbiton D.
Yeah, I think Surbiton just need to slow it down a little bit. They've become very used to spending a lot of the first sort of 5-10 minutes this second half in their own D. Just a bit of composure, take their time, get back to settling in on the ball.
Southgate again coming out very strong in this half, looking like the better team for the vast majority of this game, I have to say.
I would have to agree with you, Barney.
So Tim Nurse with the ball just pops it back against the subs himself off. Surbiton holding up possession here, looking for openings up within the Southgate defence. Good bounce pass there. Bit of good skill left and right there just to put it on a foot. Jack Hubkirk, obviously a relatively new Surbiton player, but excellent asset. Great touch there. Hard, strong ball into the D, and then a first-time deflection just onto a Southgate foot, taking it away from their stick. Seems very effective here, doesn't it? The slap into the D and the little first-time touch, whether it's to take it through their defenders. Southgate defence looking very strong, but I think Surbiton could use those little deflections, couldn't they? Yeah,
they're going to have to. They're not really going down the byline and trying to attack from in there. We've not seen too many pullbacks, so they seem to be opting for more of a direct route straight at goal.
Seems very Route 1, doesn't it?
It's very Route 1.
So Rob Farrington stepping up for the drag out. A little bit of 3D skill there over his head. Rob joining me for umpiring the previous match here.
Commentary, I think you find.
Oh, sorry. I've been saying that all day. Umpiring, commentary, two very different things. Although I'm sure we all have some very strong opinions in
I think
both
we've done
positions.
some good umpiring from here as well today so far.
Don't give us a whistle, George. Just take a moment here to let Southgate pad up. Obviously, safety first is what they say, and I think short corners are very dangerous parts of field hockey game, so it is critical to protect the hands, face, and other regions.
Good running from Southgate. Ooh. A great pull shot from Farrington there.
It's a great shot there. I think he knew as well that the ball hadn't left the D, so I'm not sure how optimistic he was about that actual hit, whether it would be given or not. Just for clarity there, I think the drag out to Luke Taylor's drag flick didn't quite leave the D, so it would have been broken down either way should Surbiton have got the goal. Little touch there from Southgate's Ramshaw. Couldn't quite get the ball.
I think it was a shot.
But this
Just
is Will
shoulder in the
Cownan
back.
coming in hard behind Parkey. Just gets a little push in the back and receives green card for the pleasure. Southgate going to feel that. I think Calnan being extremely effective for Southgate through in the attacks on both sides of this game. Surbiton really need to capitalise on this 10 men. I think they've been under pressure for the vast majority of this second half.
Yeah, I think Surbiton are really going to benefit from just having that one extra player on the pitch for the next couple of minutes. Just giving them a bit more time on the ball that they've needed just to sort of compose themselves for so far.
If there's ever a time for outcomes, it's when the opposition have one fewer player.
And as we talk about these outcomes, nearly well worked from Surbiton there. He tried to turn him and just put it on his foot, but didn't quite get it right. Just rolled off the end of his stick and over the byline.
End-to-end stuff this half, isn't it, George? There's not a huge amount of possession in the middle of the pitch at any point during this game.
No, it seems to be 16 and then a long ball up from either side or a couple passes and then it goes.
If it's not an aerial or a crash ball, it's a first touch or, you know, just a turn and pass from the middle of the pitch to go from D to D. This might turn out to be a game of who's got the most legs. Surbiton now dangerous down the left-hand side. Gareth Furlong just slapping one in. Does not quite find a Surbiton stick in the D. Over to the far-hand side for a Southgate free hit.
Yeah, it was a lovely disguised pass from Furlong there. Just leaving his wrists open and whipping it across over the top of the D when no one seemed to be ready for it, unfortunately, for Surbiton.
Issue with disguised passes, you can disguise them to your own team as well.
Yes.
Big. Another crash ball up the line. Just wayward. The Southgate player there with Surbiton, number 3, hot on his shoulders. So would have been optimistic to take the ball. But again, I think both teams are running a little short on options here. I think they could both use a second just to calm down and put some stick-to-stick passing together in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, Southgate are now back up to 11 players with Cownan coming back on the pitch.
It's a big hit there from Tim Nurse, driving into the D. Came high up into the air, so a bit of a question as to why that's given Southgate's way. If it wasn't a foot, potentially lifted. This is Quan Brown chucking aerial optimistically up the pitch.
Well taken by Taylor in the end.
Again, fired straight back up there for Ben Park, who's driving into the D, looking for the deflection.
Just off
Again,
the back of his stick.
Back of the stick there, lifted up from Stuart Walker.
Yeah, he wanted to do what Callan did in the first half there, really, didn't he? Nice and low, hard across the face of goal, but unfortunately just was a little too high on it.
Got a good pace there down from Southgate's number 21, Douglas. Good skill against Stuart Walker, though. Just gets the best of it and puts it onto his foot. Surbiton free hit just inside their own half from the left-hand side.
Yeah, since the card, they seem to have gathered a bit more momentum, a bit more rhythm, holding onto the ball a lot more nicely now, Surbiton.
I think so. Southgate having a great influence on Surbiton here, putting them into dangerous situations and interrupting their flow of the game. Surbiton here just need to get back to what they do best and just make stick-to-stick passing and get outcomes.
Taken quickly.
Taken quickly there from Williamson, but doesn't get 5 yards. Surbiton free hit right on the edge of the D here. There you go, good transfer all the way around the back from Luke Taylor there. Adam Buckle with the ball on the far right-hand side, gains the free hit, taken early.
So it's still Surbiton's ball. Players didn't seem to retreat 5, but umpires deemed that maybe it wasn't the most fairly taken free hit.
Good link-up play there from Surbiton, just passing the ball down and around the baseline, all the way around to the left-hand side.
Recycled really nicely.
Gittins there with a little slip round the back. Tried a bit of skill there down the left-hand side. Surbiton maintained possession, put the ball into the D. Just taken back to a free hit outside, although there was a foot inside the D before the whistle was blown. Luke Taylor here, ball into the D, just finds an array of Southgate players there. I think a little bit of patience there from Surbiton. Recycle the ball, maintain possession, be a bit more clinical when they're going in and around the D.
It's a fantastic run from Southgate here. He's run 50 yards and then puts it on a Surbiton foot just outside the D.
Quality there for Southgate's number 24.
Maybe a hint of luck in there as well. Ball bobbled his way once or twice, but just kept those legs going. And now they're once again in the Surbiton D, appealing for a
great play. Looked like a stick tackle and a foot there from Surbiton players, but they get away with it from very fortunate placement of the umpires. Serious pressure there from Southgate. Ball coming to the middle of the pitch and 4 players surrounding it immediately. Surbiton now driving up the right-hand side into pressure. Pops the ball up the right-hand side to Surbiton's Stuart Rushmere, who gains a free hit off the sideline.
We're into our last 2 minutes here of the third quarter. And Surbiton have the ball coming down the centre of the pitch. Great drive from Tim Nurse, and unfortunately it goes against him for crossing.
Not 100% sure on that decision. Surbiton player getting pushed over, so not the most impactful decision, but crossing with the attacking player nonetheless. So umpires given to Quan Brown to take a free hit from the top of the D for Southgate. Southgate opt to chuck the ball straight into the middle of the pitch. Options here for Southgate moving forward. Another crash ball straight to top D, but finds Tim Nurse's back stick.
And Struan Walker finds himself alone. He's got to slow it down, wait for the team to come join him. Well defended by Southgate.
Good hit there, Rob Farrington with the ball just on the top of D for a long corner, top of 25. Surbiton not long left to go in this half. Only a couple of opportunities left for either team to get another goal before the final quarter of here to break the tie of 1-1 between Surbiton and Southgate.
And if it does remain 1-1, Barney, it will go to Flicks for a bonus point, will it not? Or Shuffles, sorry. A shootout. Is that I've been told the correct word is a shootout.
Gareth Furlong, dangerous. Just finds 3 Southgate sticks. Big slap into the D. Looks like a foot there on the dotted 5-yard line. Tim Nurse with the ball. Passes it back out. Surbiton 17. Off to Gareth Furlong. Around the back here, Luke Taylor driving in. Gareth Furlong again rotating all the way back round to Sam Corney for Surbiton. And that's the end of the third quarter here at Surbiton Hockey Club. The score remains 1-1. We'll be back soon.
One second, 1 degree, 1 fraction. 1, a number that seems so small, even insignificant to some. But for us, it's the crazy pursuit of one that drives us on. And for you, it can be the difference between one won or one lost. So it's never only one, as it could be the one. Like the 1 degree of elevation that enhances your performance. Or the 0.001 COR that creates the impact in your game. 0.1 millimeter of thickness to produce the furthest distance. Or the adjustment of 1 millimeter to create a second skin feeling. The 1 gram that took hundreds of tests and our most tenacious minds. So if it seems crazy to care so much about one, well, then we're the crazy ones. Crazy love. Reach beyond. Mizuno.
Hello and welcome back to the 4th quarter of this fixture between Surbiton Hockey Club and Southgate. The score remains 1-1 with 17.5 minutes to go. Goals in the first half from Southgate's Ramshaw and Surbiton's Stewart Walker. Southgate scoring first. Exciting fixture we got here. It's not quite the same as the last one we saw, is it, George? With a little bit more rough and ready, a little bit more aerials down the middle and crash balls in, but a goal apiece nonetheless.
Yeah, it's not the normal smooth Surbiton hockey that we've been so used to seeing over the last season, really, as we're coming up to the end and up to finals weekend in a couple of weekends' time.
Finals weekend being hosted here at Surbiton Hockey Club across the Saturday and Sunday. Head over to England Hockey to grab your tickets now. Gareth Furlong running down the middle of the pitch, drops it off to Nick Park in the middle, who drops it over to Williamson, who has the ball on the left-hand side. Good V-drag there, straight out of the academy. Puts the ball in. Southgate's keeper engaging just to kick it out. Southgate maintain possession down into the corner. Good pressure there from Surbiton. Just drops it off the side of the pitch for a free hit.
Fantastic little tackle there from Surbiton as well. It was at full stretch and just nipped it off the end of the stick.
That's it. Good to break down play as well. Just lets both teams reset. Surbiton get back into formation and man marked at the back of the pitch.
Yeah.
I think we're missing one of the ones players to explain the deep zone and high zonal marking to us, as Rob Farrington did a great job of that last time round.
Yeah, I don't quite bring the same expertise in hockey as Rob Farrington.
I can't say I have it either, but Rob obviously playing up front for Surbiton today. Surbiton free hit from the back here, 16-yard line. Opting to maintain possession. Southgate with a less strong press than we've seen previously, just allowing Surbiton a little bit of room to move up the middle of the pitch up to the left-hand side.
Yeah, maybe their legs are just getting a little bit tired now. They've had a lot of intensity throughout this game so far.
So it's been very end-to-end this entire game so far. Surbiton, Tim Nurse somehow keeping possession all the way through, about 6 different Southgate players there. Just brought back for the first free hit from no advantage. So Surbiton here just holding the ball outside, looking for options. Big slap into the D.
It
keeps engaged to kick it. There's a lot of claims there that it was a foot. I'm not quite sure what it was, but umpire's got the best view from that angle.
I think the umpires in the commentary box might have given that one, Barney.
I think so. It is a good thing we don't have a whistle. Another crash ball in. Great touch there from, I think, Tim Nurse running up to the ball. Just puts it onto a foot. Southgate player receiving a, is that yellow card?
He's just conferring with the other umpire, I think, over the colour. Or is he already given it?
Southgate number 10 running over to the dugout, which is
John Stellini.
John Stellini receiving what we come to lovingly refer to as the cheese.
Yes, the cheese.
Southgate's card there for number 10, John Stellini.
So, Surbiton's second corner of this game? Third corner.
Third corner.
Third corner
We
of
may
this
be
game.
seeing a variation now as we see Struan Walker. Looks like he's going to make his way to the left shoulder of the D.
Options here for Surbiton. Obviously, 14 minutes left in this fixture. The score remains 1-1. So we're going to need something to break the tie in this game. Otherwise, we're going straight to a shootout, which is an exciting way to end a match for sure, but probably not what either team here will be looking for. Two Castles at the top of the D. And it's a big drag out just off the Southgate stick for a long corner. Good save there from the one runner.
Yeah, they've been very successful at running it out and closing down short corners today. From both sides, that is, as well.
Surbiton putting the ball back around to the right-hand side. Big slap in just off the foot of Southgate there, just inside the 25-yard line. Surbiton here with a bit of good patience here, just looking for options. First touch there to the baseline for Surbiton in a dangerous area. Surbiton number 27. Good bit of skill popping it over a stick here.
That's fantastic work along the byline to squeeze that ball across.
Just
the
popped
Southgate
out.
were able to take it away. Yeah, fantastic running from the Southgate player, and that's gone against him, which he definitely disagrees with. His tempers are definitely beginning to rise, I think, so far.
I agree. I think end-to-end hockey all game here, but all players are going to get a bit tired, a little bit scrappy, so we might have some more excitement in store for us.
And that's hit up off of Quan Brown into his own body there.
I think slight mistrap on the reverse, but Surbiton capitalise on the opportunity.
And they get what they've been looking for. Another outcome, Barney.
Another outcome, that's what we like to see.
Oh, outcomes, outcomes, outcomes.
So, options again here for Surbiton. Variation or a drag flick. We've seen drag flick hasn't been that effective at all on either end, have they, for either team?
The penalty corners haven't been effective at all in this game, have we?
Penalty corners in general.
No, it's not often you go to a hockey game and see so many penalty corners given and no goals from any of them. And very few real awards as well. There's been no outcomes from the outcome.
Sure, I think one runner's doing an excellent job here, shutting down a lot of it. The previous corner we just saw was a one runner little tap. I think Southgate's previous one was a great backhanded little touch just off the front post for a long corner as well. I think variation is probably what both teams need here, just to delete that first runner and get one clear shot on goal.
That's what we're calling for in the commentary box anyway, and we have been for the last few.
Out to the top of the D. Straight drag flick here. Off the shin pad of the one runner. No advantage for Surbiton, so rear ward.
Yeah, once again, we were wrong, Barney. They've not gone for a variation. They're sticking with their guns, going route once.
I'm going to double down on it this time, though. Rear ward after a straight flick at this stage of the game has got to be a variation this time. Let's see a little bit of linked up, rehearsed passing. Clear shot on goal. Right Castle, straight flick, bottom left, wrong again, George, but an outstanding save there from Southgate goalkeeper Alan Dick. Stretching low and left, just tip of his toe off the baseline. Long corner here for Surbiton, who take it quickly over to the middle of the pitch. Tim Nurse here on the shoulder, reverse stick shot. I think lifted off target, just came off Southgate knee, but judged as dangerous, not a clear shot on goal. So
I believe
Southgate 16-yard.
it was the back of his stick, Barney.
Back of the stick,
Back of the
thank
stick
you,
from the
George.
reverse strike from Tim Nurse. It's a long ball straight up the field through the whole of the Surbiton midfield.
Got another route one pass from either team here. Quan Brown straight up the middle. Southgate now looking dangerous at the top, but turned over again by Tim Nurse, who's been influential in this half.
Great burst of pace from Park there through the middle.
Williamson here backing in under pressure.
Surbiton battling away at the top of the D there, trying to get a little bit of space, but they can't seem to find it.
Stick tackle there, driving into the D with a shot on goal.
And it's a long corner.
Looks like umpires played advantage there. So a stick from Southgate off the back line. Tim Nurse on the ball again, puts it right. Deep into Southgate's half now, into the D. Couldn't quite find a clear Surbiton stick, but in congestion, Southgate come out with the ball on the left-hand side.
It's great work again from the...
Great bit of skill there from Southgate. Just putting it into pressure and taking it off the stick. Early aerial deep into space, but Will Cownan just not quick enough off the mark to go and receive it.
No, it's a few times now. Number 24 for Southgate, Archie Foster, has tried to come out from the back, and he's just used those long legs and just gone round a couple of players and helped his back four just relieve the pressure. It's been good work from him so far.
It's good link-up play there from Surbiton. Advantage played into the D. Surbiton with the ball. Little spin and put in from the back post. That is Surbiton number 12, Ben Park, with an excellent finish there, taking the score up to 2-1 with 9.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, fantastically worked goal there. A bit of patience and they were composed, found Ben Park waiting on that back post to just slot it home. Fantastic work from Surbiton.
I think that's the power of the stick-to-stick passing. Right? I've seen a lot of crash balls, a lot of very optimistic slaps and hits into the D, but a spin with pinpoint accuracy to Ben Park's open stick just to deflect into the net.
And it's 2-1 Surbiton.
2-1 Surbiton with 9 minutes to play now. Southgate lined up very aggressively here. I think we had 10 players on the halfway line running straight up the pitch.
What might we see here, Barney, do you think?
I think Southgate are going to switch it on now. There's very little to lose in this game, so it's going to be full press, aggressive hockey to try and get some kind of outcome out of Surbiton here. Little nibble there from Surbiton. Leads to a Southgate free hit in a dangerous area just outside the edge of the 5 dotted yard line. Ball taken back. Just taken from the wrong place here. Gives both teams a chance to settle. But everyone here in Surbiton's half. 2 of the Southgate players outside of the 25 yard line. Way around to Quan Brown with the ball now. Puts it deep into Southgate's side. Mistrap there from Southgate.
And we're coming to that sort of time of the game now when the visitors are 2-1 down here at Surbiton, and it looks like the keeper may be getting ready to take himself off. Just bring up Southampton? Oh. Southgate to 11 players on the pitch rather than a goalkeeper.
I think aggressive there. That was put onto a Southgate foot, but judged as high. Big aerial into the D there. Not trapped as nicely as he'd want it to be, but Southgate in possession on the baseline here, looking for an outcome.
Pulled out
Big
and put in.
Finish there. That was a lovely run there from the Southgate player across the baseline. Puts it across the face of goal. And Teague Meccano, number 18, with a big hit from the back post to put it into the net. The score now level at 2-2. Surbiton only leading for 2 minutes.
So as I was saying about the goalkeeper coming off, I think that may have just changed, Barney.
I think they may revert back to it now. Southgate potentially going to play here for the shootout if they can't get another goal. I think Southgate would much prefer a shootout than to lose this game 3-0. So back to square one, back to plan A. Surbiton here. Tim Nurse just getting pushed off the ball there. So free hit outside the D. Pushes it out to the right-hand side. Looking for Surbiton sticks here to capitalise on this chance here. Surbiton just outside. Surbiton number 3 just holding it. Big hit straight across the goal. Forces Southgate keeper to make a save through a congested D. Tim Nurse on the ball. Moves it left. Excellent play there from Surbiton's number 11, Corney. Tim Nurse again with the ball just on the edge of the D. Plays it through Nick Park out to Gareth Furlong, who transfers the ball around the back.
Surbiton mounting a lot of pressure here coming into the last 5 minutes of the game. they're going to be looking to get some of the outcomes in this final third of the pitch.
I think that previous goal from Surbiton's just given them a bit of momentum, and even though Southgate have equalised, Surbiton have been looking like the stronger team in the last few minutes, which is a bit contradictory to the rest of the game.
Yeah, they've really started to turn it on really the last sort of 10 minutes. It took a little time for them to warm up in this fixture.
It is a cold day today, George.
It is cold. It's been lovely throughout the day. It's just dropped as we come into the evening. Fantastic strike from Tim Nurse on the right shoulder of the D. Forces the save from the Southgate keeper.
It's Will Calnan just couldn't keep control of that one, puts it off the baseline. So what was a long corner for Surbiton's been brought back to a 16 for Southgate. Taken a bit too early from Calnan, needs to be taken back to the 16 line. Just around 5 minutes left in this exciting fixture between Surbiton and Southgate. The score remains at 2-2, with both teams keep hunting for options to capitalise on their chances. Southgate with many more chances in the first 3 quarters of this game, but this quarter looks like it's Surbiton so far.
The score would disagree with you there, Barney, but as your co-commentator, I would have to agree. It's been a lot of Surbiton this half, and Southgate won really promising attack, and it's worked really well by Surbiton here. Is it going to be pulled back? No, but they've got the outcome.
Spin. Yeah, great spin, great control. Goes for the ball across the D and just finds a Southgate foot. Umpires there giving Surbiton their potentially 5th short corner of this game. I think we've seen 5 straight flicks in this game so far.
Yeah, and I think we've seen 3 of them run down by the number 1 runner.
Dare I say it?
Oh.
We'd like to see a variation at this point, wouldn't we, George? But who knows? Do you double down? Do you get one eventually?
We can sit here hoping.
Sit here hoping. I think Brendan Creed might be clenching his teeth from the sideline watching this game.
Yeah, can't help but think it might be slightly different if they had him at the top of the D flicking.
I think so. That raw power might be missing just to take it through that one runner and put it into the danger zone for the keeper. Surbiton lined up, ready to go. Southgate taking their time. Time has stopped, so they've got all the time they need to set up for this corner, make sure all the safety equipment's in place, and they're ready.
Surbiton setting up exactly the same way they have done for every short so far. 6 of them around the top of the D.
Onto the far castle, Luke Taylor drag flick. Fantastic save from the left post man there. I think that's gone for 6, George.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable save from number 10, John Stellini, on the line. I think it came off his left glove, actually, Barney. It was fantastic reactions from the man.
Excellent, brilliant goal earlier and a fantastic save there. Sorry, my correction. It wasn't a goal, it was a card, I believe.
Yeah, it was a card.
2 very different things in this sport. Cotton Brown looking up the pitch, opts to play it round the back, then the crash ball up.
Well cut out by Tim Nurse on the sideline.
Well cut out. Good drive up there. This is Southgate's number 10. Disguised pass into the middle of the pitch, but well picked up there from Southgate player. Ball's gone Southgate free hit just inside the Surbiton half. Ooh, crash ball down the middle. 2 Southgate players stretching for it, but beats both of them. Surbiton 16. About 2.5 minutes left to play in this fixture. Still a lot of hockey to go. The score 2-2 and going to shootouts if there's no more scorers in the next 2.5 minutes of gameplay.
Good legs from Nick Park running down the right-hand side. And it was a fantastic challenge by the Southgate player. Using his arms full stretch, straight across, not through the player, around the player, and nicely picks the ball.
I think it was just momentum that rolled him over him at the end, but no foul there. Tim Nurse here in a dangerous area with 2 Southgate players around. Push outside. Nursey maintains possession under a lot of contest, but Southgate come away with it now. Southgate 4-on-2 running behind the ball, but great defending there from Surbiton's player. Takes over possession. Tim Nurse again with the ball in the middle of the pitch. Surbiton just looking to work this back up again and push Southgate back into their own half.
It's a great long ball across the string. Walker on the left side of the D. It's a fantastic tackle again. They just can't seem to get round their player sometimes, Surbiton.
Well, that's lovely. Great patience there from Southgate. I think Stewart thought he had a bit more time than he needed. Long aerial into the D, looking dangerous. Big left glove there from Mazzarello. Denies the Southgate
was
player.
ready for that, wasn't he, Barney? He just walked up to the edge of his D and palmed it away. Cool and calm as always.
Ball now deep inside Surbiton's 25-yard line. Southgate trying to get the ball out, but lovely forward drive there from Surbiton player, driving out to the right-hand side. Breaking hard now, I think 4-on-3 with Surbiton players. Just finds the Southgate stick again, unable to maintain possession and capitalise on that break. Huge aerial out of nowhere from Quan Brown.
Southgate are not happy with that decision against them there. He thought he had 3 yards. He did take it down really well, straight to his feet. But it was deemed too close for the umpires, and he sees the yellow card for his reaction, number
That's
24.
Yellow card for Southgate's number 24.
Archie Foster.
Descent. Less than 2 minutes to go now, so he's going to spend the rest of the game on the bench here. Surbiton, one player up here the rest of this game, and that's the final whistle. The final scoreline is 2-2 as we stand by to go to a shootout. Both teams will be taking a quick drink now, quick tactic session. Umpires will go and have a quick chat before we set up for a penalty shootout in this fixture between Surbiton and Southgate tonight. Just Hello and welcome back to the conclusion of this exciting fixture between Surbiton and Southgate. The open play score conceded at 2-2 between these two teams after 70 minutes. And so we now go into a penalty shootout to decide the winner. The winner of this shootout to get an extra bonus point to go into the league. How are you feeling, George? Excited for this?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Both these two sides here both need a point. If Southgate go on to get a point here and they win next week at Oxted, they will have a good chance if Wimbledon then beat Surbiton in the fixture next week to qualify for the finals weekend.
Absolutely. We've got Stuart Walker here lined up to take Surbiton's first hit. Both umpires ready.
Wow.
Big goal there from Stuart Walker. Reverse stick finding the top of the net. Goalkeeper had no chance.
Very slowly taken into the D there, wasn't it? And then just teased the keeper and just absolutely roofs it with the backhand.
Yeah, no doubt there from inside the D. Southgate now stepping up to return the shootout. We've got Will Calnan, who's been pretty influential in this game so far. Let's see if he can have an impact in this shootout.
Oh. That was a good save by Mazzarello, and it did look like it came off of Calnan's body from the save, but umpires did not see that. And it's a goal for Southgate.
Given a goal. Well played by Calnan there, just to keep it within the allocated 8 seconds given there. Good reactions, good control, putting it into the goal. The score is now 1-1.
And we have Stuart Rushmere at the top of the 25 here.
Big spin there from Stuart Rushmere. Back to goal, take it all the way round the Southgate goalkeeper, Alan Dick. Scores now 2-1 up, nothing to differentiate the team so far.
And we have Rohan Bruhai here at the top of the D for Southgate as Mazzarello wanders over to the goal. Maybe some mind games here from Mazzarello, taking his time.
I certainly would be if that was me in goal.
Big save.
Great save there from Mazzarello, keeping his body strong, getting low in front as Southgate shoot for goal. Southgate just missing, putting the score at 2-1. Surbiton 1 goal in the lead after 2 shootouts here. Rob Farrington here, ex-commentator for Surbiton, taking the ball from the top.
That's unbelievable from Rob Farrington. Dummies one way, dummies the other, and pulls it all the way back across the keeper to spin it into the goal.
Liquid hockey there from Faz, Surbiton's number 4, putting us 3-1 up. Southgate here really need to convert this chance here for a chance at keeping this.
And we have Teague Marcano here, one of the goal scorers from the game. And once again, Mazzarello's taking his time to get himself into the goal.
The long walk. Tap of the near post, tap of the crossbar, tap of the far post. Ready to get underway. Teague Marcano struggling. Just loses the ball, tries to bring it back, but the giant stick of James Mazzarello just cuts him out in the D and slaps it up. That makes the score 3-1 to Surbiton after 3 shootouts.
Yeah. If Connor Williamson scores here for Surbiton, then Surbiton will win and take the bonus point after a fantastic show from 2 great saves from Mazzarello as well. Very nicely done from Williamson.
Absolute clinical there from Connor Williamson, taking his time, putting the keeper down and slotting the ball into the far right-hand side. That concedes this fixture between Surbiton Hockey Club and Southgate. The score of 2-2 in regular time with goals from Ramshaw, Walker, Ben Park and Meccano in regular time, going to a shootout where Surbiton have won 4-1. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. We look forward to joining you next week in advance of the England Hockey Finals taking place here at Surbiton Hockey Club. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and join us again soon.
Thank you.